Hi, it's Zobble1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Xbox. And as most people know, I'm not the best in a big ship. I'm not really much of a PvP big ship guy, but I had a couple of fights with some ROTV members to give them some guidance as to how strong their builds were. Because in both cases I thought the people needed to do a little more engineering, that they really... it's better to give a practical demonstration at times, rather than talk to someone about something. So me and Bonesaw had this 1v1. He was feeling reasonably confident going in because his kinetic resistance is really high, and apart from the two small beam lasers, which are one long range, I think one efficient, the rest of my stuff is all kinetic on here. So two huge kinetic cannons. Then you've got the medium 4-shell cannon and the large dispersal field cannon. So all cannons all day, and it just it does do a decent amount of damage. Plus the railgun, it puts in work, considering the faults with the cannon vet. Actual DPS is not one of them. The faults, it really just comes down to the fact you just don't quite get enough ammo. If you got more ammo, the cannon vet would be really dominant, because it's right up there with the multi-cannon vet even now, and but the deciding factor, the reason people go for the multi-cannon vet, is because of the ammo issue. Plus, I mean, the 4 shells are just me being a troll and having a bit of fun. This is my over 3,000 ton with 9,000 shield strength vet. So. Ridiculous megajoule shields with terrible thermal resistance. So as I said, Bonesaw was feeling reasonably confident going into this, considering the balance of resistances between us and the fact that he'd be doing a decent amount of thermal damage. But if you can park your vet at 402, go 411 a while, or 420 a while, those shields become very tanky. Especially when you're looking at 2.5 times 9,000 shields. I know the resistances are rubbish, but they're not totally rubbish. And also it's annoying as hell, because you're planning to get behind me so you can bank, and then suddenly find yourself 4-shell cannon back in front of me. Is something that it takes players a good few times fighting me to get used to. The better players with big ships will steamroller me every time. I know this, I've fought most of them. But this vet is one that newer. It's a good benchmark for newer commanders. It's something it's a good problem-solving session for newer commanders. If you can work out how to destroy this or face this, then you'll go a long way. Ironically, it's a hell of a build against plasma vets, but that was completely unintentional. It's just because of the max megajoules and the 4-shell cannons knocking aim off so often. It's just a really good combination against plasma vets, which is hella ironic. Now, I've got 2 sets of banks on here, but I don't know if I even used a bank in this fight, and I don't know why. One of my sets of banks, I think, was... I can't remember if I used any banks or not. I might have done, but I didn't use many. And to be honest, I don't get a lot back from my banks, because when you're banking into 9,000 shields, it's like a tiny amount coming back. But overall, I do just love using this ship and watching people just get blasted about, as I do whatever I want to do, and I just watch them try and go places and decide where they're going to go, and then it's nope, you're not going over there, you're going over there, and you just smash them to where you want them. And if you time your shots right, if you slow down, get the right hits at the right time, you can spin them out so you do get time to bank. You can force them the wrong way so you can get actually in behind them for a while, and that can be really super annoying. Even Jordo Man, who's the best vet pilot I've ever fought against, got annoyed fighting me because the cannons just really annoy his aim. Which is, as long as I'm annoying, I'm happy to be annoying. That's, when I fight against the best players in the game, I don't expect to win, but if I'm annoying and a nuisance, that's fine. That's the level I'm looking for. But yeah, but this was a fun fight against Bonesaw. Yeah, we hadn't actually, like, it wasn't going to be to the death, but we hadn't actually agreed a percentage. And yeah, so once I realised Bonesaw was leaving, I just put my weapons away. But yeah, GG to Bonesaw. Yeah, I think you need a little work on that vet. I don't know what went wrong, but something definitely wasn't working for you in that fight. But take solace in the fact that it's not the worst result I've seen. And if you watch the next fight, it's, yeah, that one's a little nastier as I go at someone with my frag anaconda. So I'm going to take a short break, give my voice a little tiny bit of a rest, and let you take an ad break. I can't believe I'm still ill. It seems like it's been forever now. It's really annoying me and grating on me. But anyway, I'll be back after this advert. So stay tuned, and the next fight's hilarious. So enjoy. So we're going to take a pause to take a quick look at what you guys sponsor. With your guys' views, you help out Big Red Rooster Cockerel Rescue, helping out cocks of all sizes, all shapes, and for the love of the cock, keep watching so we can raise money for this lovely little animal rescue and save birds like my little co-pilot here. So this was an agreed 1v1 to 50%. Evident Knight had been about. We'd been hunting Stalker of ROTV, and we couldn't find him, and I found Evident Knight at the station. I persuaded him to come out and have a 1v1 to 50% hole. Fragaconda versus his Corvette. He's quite chuffed with his Corvette. He's been saying it's got stronger, so this is a good test for it. I personally think it's not bad, which I don't think he's gonna think I'm taking it seriously. There's a couple of issues, like he does let me cancel way too many of his banks. He's no respecter of the pass and go, though, I'll say that. Just straight in there shooting at me. But the weaponry is very much PvE weaponry, and because he's got weaponry where you're not going to be camping shields, in a 1v1 situation you are going to struggle. Because you want your big ship to be able to go 4-1-1 or 4-0-2 or 4-2-0 for decent lengths of time. And you want to try and always keep that 4 pips to shields. Now in this fight, I don't know why, but one of my sets of banks was switched off. I don't know how I'd manage that with this ship, because I can run everything. So I must have switched one of them off for some reason, I don't know. But luckily I didn't use an entire bank in this entire fight. As you can see, Knight is doing his best to try and bank, but he's just getting shut down and bank cancelled quite a lot as well. He does get some mega joules back, but the other problem you got is if I'm not cancelling the banks, I'm still dumping enough frag ammo into you to overwhelm the banks. So this ship can be a veritable nightmare for a newer Corvette pilot, because it just does so much damage that it causes them to panic a little bit. It's just, even if you get the bank off successfully, you soon lose what you gained, like on the next volley of frags. And the frag damage is, there's max DPS, all kinetic. The rate of fire is horrific. The only issue with this ship is ammo. Sometimes I spaff too much. I mean, quite often I'm firing at ranges where I really shouldn't be firing, and I'm firing a lot of the time when it's just better off me just sitting there, plinking away with a railgun, saving those frags for when you're in close, and they really do the damage. But as you can see here, when they're on your nose like that, it's horrific how much damage this ship does. But fair play to him for taking this fight. It was good fun. I don't know if he just kind of forgot about the 50% thing, because I put my weapons away and it took him a while to stop. But yeah, as soon as I put one burst of frags into his hull, I was like, I need to stop, because I don't think he's got the most armor under there. But yeah, GG tonight. He came out, at least he tested his build. Hopefully this is, like I say, this video will give him some pointers. If you can constantly keep 4 pips to shields, your vet becomes a whole different animal, a much more survivable beast. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you've got any vet builds you want to share with these guys, let them know down in the comments down below. I'll say that's all. Thank you very much for watching. As you can see, he's still shooting at me. How rude. But you know, I did resist the temptation to completely kill him for that. But yeah, I told him to go and get repaired. But yeah, it was a good fun evening's entertainment chasing Stalker around, and it was a good fun little break to have a fight with Heaven and Night and a nice little 1v1. And yeah, fair play to him for coming out and taking the fight. But anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I do need to get more practice with big ships in, especially my Fragaconda, because I've got that weakness in the fact I've got a wake scanner, fuel scoop, and all the stuff to pursue people system to system in this ship. It's not as strong as a pure blood PvP Anaconda should be. So you know, I do need some practice in big ships to keep myself effective in it. But anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.